Hello and welcome to Take Two Creations. I'm Manoj.
I'm Chetna, and we bring to you today another episode of Hometown Tales. And today we talk about a city that's usually known as City of Dreams.
Yes, probably you guessed it right. Mumbai, Bombay, Mumbai. It is known by so many names. So Mumbai or Mumbai historically was a fisherman's islands. There were 7 islands that were occupied by Portuguese in 15th or 16th century. Then it was given to Britishers as a dowry. Yes, it was. True story. So there was a queen or a princess of a Portugal king, and she married to one of the kings of England. King Charles, whatever.
Okay.
I don't remember the names.
Yeah.
But anyway, so it was in 16th, 17th century, it was given to Britishers, and Britishers then grew that city and joined all the islands, and it has become what you see today, Mumbai.
There's another fact about Mumbai. It's a city of contrast. One place you can see extreme richness and also the deepest of poverties in the city of Mumbai. At one hand, it boasts about the most expensive real estate in the world. And on the other hand, it has Asia's largest slum, Dharavi. So it's a city of contrast. And it's also known by a very interesting name.
Yes, it is known as Bollywood. Yes, the film center of the world. The glitter and glamour, all you find in one city.
But that's not the only thing. There is a lot of food, culture,
Yes.
architecture from Victorian Gothic to all these skyscrapers to these slums. It has like a whole intricate urban fabric that's built into it. So, to find out more about it, which we
Yeah.
don't see on Google, like the inside story of Mumbai, let's talk to our panelists today.
Yes. So today we have a panel of Shekhar Jhakadi,
Hi.
Shruti Mehta,
Hi.
and Girish Shetty.
Hello.
So these are all Mumbaikars, as they are known.
Mumbaikars.
Mumbaikars.
Mumbaikar? How do you call it?
Yeah, same
Mumbai.
thing. Mumbaikar.
Bombayites.
Bombay-ites. Yes.
Yes.
So that's a good start actually. So do you identify yourself as Bombayite or Mumbaikar? So I guess when you were born, it was called as Bombay.
Bombay.
It changed its name back to Mumbai in 1995, right? So what is comfortable for you guys now?
I mean, for me, Mumbaikar.
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 That feels like at home.
Ah.
So when I'm being addressed as a Mumbaikar, it somehow feels
Feels,
good,
yes.
Yeah.
But going back to what you just mentioned in the introduction about Bombay versus Mumbai and Britishers' influence, right? Because
Right.
it was Bombay and then it became Mumbai.
Right.
So Bombayites is what we grew up with,
Right.
So that's kind of how I feel. But how about you, Shruti?
I'm a Bombayite, was a Bombayite. I will die a Bombayite.
For me, never mattered. It doesn't bother
Really?
me. No, it does not, because I think that's the spirit of Bombay. Like, it
Yeah.
does not matter what you're called. Or when I speak, when someone asks me where you're from, the first thing that comes out a lot of times is Bombay. It's just because that's how I was wired. But if someone corrects me and I'm like, okay, Mumbai. You know?
Yes.
If you tell me I'm a Mumbaiker, yeah, I'm a Mumbaiker. If
So
you tell
that
me
brings me to another question. When you think of Bombay, Mumbai, whatever, what brings a smile to your face? Shetty.
What brings a smile to my face? There's so many things that bring. I mean, obviously that's the city where you're born, so there are roots tied to it. But one thing I think every Mumbaiker or Bombaiker will always relate to is just going back to the street food. So every time you go back, apart from your family being there and your friends being there, I think the one thing that always brings a smile and brings excitement about going back to me is the street food. It's just,
So you are a foodie? You call yourself foodie?
I'm not
No?
so much
Okay.
a foodie.
So
but
even
I-
if you're not a foodie, it'll bring
You
a smile
still,
to
yeah,
your
street
face.
food is
Okay,
still,
the street food is
that's
still-
in your DNA.
It's in
The pace. The city never sleeps.
Ah,
Okay.
It's
yes.
the city that
Yes,
never sleeps.
Okay.
Till 12, 1 o'clock, you can be out and feel safe. as a woman growing up,
Okay.
feel very safe.
Interesting.
I used to come back late all by myself and felt safe.
Hmm.
So it doesn't sleep till 12, 1 o'clock, and 4 o'clock you will hear chai wala, something,
Local
something,
trains.
milk,
Local
something,
trains, yeah,
something is
something
always
going on.
going on. So the
Yes.
pace
Yes.
is, I have never been in any other city which has that pace, and I love it. It speaks to me.
Then you should be living in New York.
Yeah.
I wanted to.
But I think New York is a little
But
different.
it's
I would say.
hard, especially when, to her point
Yeah.
about pace, when you then go to another city, and I'm not gone to every city in India, so before I offend anyone, and you see the pace and you're like, just move on with it, please.
Yes.
Like even small things.
Isn't
like
it too
toll.
hurried for you?
No, I'm sorry?
Isn't it too hurried?
No, even
Or too-
like the hustle culture, the jugadu culture which Bombay brings. It's like small things like how toll is handled in a toll center in Bombay, and you go to Bangalore, Hyderabad, or even Delhi, and how toll is handled there. You'll be
totally
like,
different.
you should come and see how they handle it. It's
Okay,
just
let's
like-
not go to other cities or Delhi especially. Thank you very much. Let's move on. So what do you think about your city?
Well, for me, it's a bit funny because what happens is when you're in Mumbai, right, and the one thing you cannot avoid, especially in suburbs, is auto rickshaws.
Ah.
So what brings smile to my face is whenever I'm in Mumbai, you know stop a auto wala, ask him, "Lokhan wala chalega," and the first answer is no.
No.
Yeah.
That's what puts a smile on my face because
Now
it's
it does.
funny, right? I mean, and it happens with 4, 5 auto walas, and maybe 6th or 10th one. Somebody may say yes, at the
Yes.
end of it. So rather than getting irritated, it just puts a smile on my face because that's kind of
That's the
how
idea
what
of it,
happens
yeah.
in this Mumbai city.
That brought another thought to me. So Mumbai, you guys grew up in probably 90s, I'm guessing, or later or soon earlier, but around that midpoint is around 90s. So Bombay of 90s versus Bombay of today. What are memories you feel that you still carry from those days, which does not exist now? Kind of thing that Bombay has changed. There are too many things, and now there is a metro. You always travel, say, in locals or buses, right? Now nobody, I mean, people do, but not many people do travel by locals and buses, right? When you go from here.
Yeah.
So do you see a major change that has happened in the last 25, 30 years?
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
So I think the spirit of Bombay is also like it's like a life cycle. So if you go to Bombay when there is Navratri going on, it's a very different Bombay.
Right.
If you go to Bombay when there's Ganpati going on, it's a very different Bombay. You go to Bombay now, one of my favorite times is during Ramzan, and you go to Muhammad Ali Road, it's a very different Bombay, right? So that fundamental essence of Bombay, I don't think has changed much, little bit.
Oh.
But you have to go during that time to feel it.
Right.
What has gone a little south is I think the population has increased even further. A lot of buildings have come up. It's become dirtier. It's become like a lot of pollution and all that. Traffic has gone worse. But then there is also tremendous.
His spirit is still there.
The
you
spirit
say.
I feel is still there, but we go.
You still connect to it?
I still connect to it, but I feel it's not fair. We go for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and I don't think it's fair for me to make any comment.
Right.
It should come
Okay.
from someone who's living there,
Right.
and who's lived there 20 years back and is living today. We
Right.
go there, we watch the trailer. The movie may be different. Right? So I don't know.
Very well said.
He's a filmy man. You know.
Yeah.
He's from Mumbai.
Yeah,
Right,
so-
Bollywood style.
So for me, that I would say that, but I love it. It's home.
Yeah.
You go.
Yeah.
You feel safe. You feel, to her point, like you can drive at 3 a.m. you know.
Shruti, how do you feel?
I feel a lot of things are same. Kind of, I'm going to take a page from what he said. I feel like the spirit it's an undying spirit. It's something that doesn't stop no matter what. Everybody goes on, moves on very quickly. That spirit is not lost. But what has changed is I think life was simpler back then. It was a simple life. We went to schools that we didn't feel the need to brag about. I see my friends who are there, their kids, oh, it's Ambani. They're in Ambani school. Like, it's that kind of talk. What club you belong to? That is important. Where do you live? Your house costs 6 crores versus 4 crores versus 2 crores.
Right.
That is the talk now. So it has changed. Of course, that comes with growth and prosperity.
Right.
So, nothing bad about growing and being prosperous, but simplicity of life, I feel like when I go back, I find that missing. Like you said, 9:13 का ट्रेन लेते थे, 8:15 का 8:17 ऐसा एग्जैक्ट टाइम ट्रेन का बिल्कुल एग्जैक्ट होता है, you cannot miss that.
और वो टाइम पे कभी आती नहीं है।
Oh, नहीं आती है, पहले तो आती थी हमेशा।
And those are the kind of things we want to know about
Yeah.
the city.
So when you say
growing
how
up.
do we have a friend, we used to go to college, and I was like, oh, we met him where, यार वो 8:57 में आता था, 8:57 क्या
Yes.
ट्रेन का टाइम है.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
those things have not changed, but yes, some things I do feel like, I think, but that's every place. You cannot
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
say it's Bombay. I'm sure Delhi is the same,
Every city is the same.
but
Yeah,
people
I mean,
are
that's grown.
overall down to earth, willing to help you still. They don't like look at who you are always to be able to.
Not very
that was the
judgmental.
spirit
Yeah.
even before.
That's one thing I found at Bombayites. They don't interfere in your life at all, right? They
Yeah.
are non-judgmental.
Yeah.
They stay away from. तुम अपना जा रहे हो भाई, जाओ जाओ. हमें कोई मतलब नहीं है.
मैं थोड़ा judgmental हूँ, but ठीक है.
हाँ, वो personal issues हैं. We are not talking about those.
Your opinion, and also like we want to know more about like what that city meant to you growing up. What are the very interesting like chatpata masala things that you want to talk about your city? Yeah.
So I was just thinking about it when you made a mention about कि change क्या हुआ है, and so I'm born in Chembur, initial part of my life, and then moved to Lokhandwala. So I don't know how many of us know, but Lokhandwala used to be an island, right?
Yes.
And it was surrounded by marshland. The only way you could get to Lokhandwala was from 4 bungalows. There's one street about a couple of kilometers long, and that was connecting Lokhandwala as what we know today. If you go there today, it's a completely different dynamic.
Right.
It's absolutely connected from all sides, right? But it used to be two, I think, development communities, Samarthanagar and Lokhandwala. That was the combination. And so I remember, walking down that road because वो एक ही बस चलती थी, private bus, which never used to be there. Lokhandwala bus बोलते थे.
Lokhandwala bus.
It is never on time. Lot many people standing there. So हम लोग walk करके जाते थे. To walk that stretch from 4 bungalows up to Lokhandwala, and so that's the kind of place that I knew as a Lokhandwala. Abhi jab wapas jate to and at that time also celebrities were moving in and ho raha tha kuch, but abhi it's completely changed.
Different,
For a 15-minute distance to be traveled in Lokhandwala, it takes about 45 minutes to an hour because of traffic.
That's everywhere in
That's
India.
everywhere. That's everywhere. I
Lots
think
of cars.
it's because of
Disposable income.
Yeah.
Right. Going back to like about that period, about 80s, 90s, and now looking at it.
Yes.
So that Lokhandwala and the Lokhandwala now
No, it's so different.
Zameen Asman ka farak hai.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Lokhandwala you mentioned. Lokhandwala is also very famous, popular, like just Delhi ka Lajpat Nagar hai for shopping, right? Isn't big market there also Lokhandwala mein? Nahi.
I
It's
don't
not
think so.
More
It's
than that,
famous for
it's
shopping.
more about celebrities.
Celebrity,
Yeah,
अच्छा
that's-
अच्छा.
yeah,
So
the people
Lokhandwala,
go
if you're
there
living
to
in
eat
Lokhandwala,
Lokhandwala is all
aap
celebrities.
कुछ, you're down to get a bread, और साथ में कोई दिखेगा, अरे इसको कहीं देखा है, और पता चला
किस
कि
फिल्म में
वो-
देखा था?
वो कोई तो सीरियल में
सीरियल में आता
वो
था।
सीरियल में आता
Yeah,
है,
yeah,
so that is
Yeah.
very common in Lokhandwala.
So talking of bread, talk about food.
I don't think I'm going to make a very controversial statement.
Go
Not
ahead.
Controversial, it is the fact. Sorry.
Oh.
Is I don't think anyone, any city in India or anywhere in the world can make the Bombay pav. End of story.
Bombay pav.
Agree.
The pav that you get in Mumbai, Bombay, you do not get it anywhere else.
But pav is
It's-
mainly
it's-
Bombay food anyway, right?
But it's
It
called
came
ladi,
from
it's
Mumbai.
called ladi
Ladi
pav.
pav.
The
Ladi
ladi
pav.
pav,
It's
the
called
ladi
ladi
pav
pav.
that you get in Bombay,
Right.
you do not get it.
The bread
Right.
itself.
Yeah.
The bread
The
itself.
bread
The bread
itself.
Now you
Okay.
can translate it into pav bhaji, vada pav,
Whatever,
all
yeah.
that, right?
Right, and but the
That
pav
pav,
itself, he's
yeah.
talking about the bread
Yeah, yeah.
itself.
I think I had read something which is, I agree with him. You're right here. There's a little bit of history behind this, that there was like this all industrialization, and to feed the daily workers, they had to produce something in mass, in bulk, which was easily, freshly available food.
Okay.
Pav Bhaji originated as a result of that, but before that came the pav.
Right.
So pav in everywhere that you see,
Vada
whatever,
pav.
even dabeli, right? Vada pav,
Yeah.
right?
So the pav is the Portuguese influence.
Yes.
It is
Right,
Portuguese.
right,
It is so
right.
the
I
pav
was-
is for-
yeah.
the- What makes, I think, what we always joke about it, the uniqueness. It could be the water. We don't know, but we say earlier.
Yeah.
I'm not saying now they do it. Earlier in those bakeries, right? So they would have the bakeries. The way they would do the dough, they would like stomp on it.
Stomp on it.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I've
it's
seen
a-
pictures of that.
Yeah,
Yes.
so they would
My
say,
mom used to say,
so they're like, the taste is उनके पैर के पसीने
पसीने
का. That's the reason it's unique. No
my
other
mom
city
used
does
to say,
it.
you like the pav?
घर की
अरे पैर से कर
पैर से
देंगे.
कर देंगे.
घर की मिट्टी का
Taste is
सूंधी
somebody's sweat and feet.
मिट्टी और पसीने
Yeah.
का.
पसीने का. I thought it was an Iranian influence, no?
It is.
Yes.
It is Iranian influence. Okay, so that was
Parsi,
Parsi.
Parsi,
Parsi,
it's a
Parsi,
Parsi
वही
influence,
Parsi
yeah.
मतलब वही Iranians are Parsi.
cafes में serve
Yeah,
करते
yeah.
हैं अंडा भुर्जी.
Zoroastrians came from
Yeah, yeah.
Iran.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Okay. All right.
So talking about that, there is a lot of this influence, community
Different,
influence.
Yeah, cultural influence.
Cultural
from different
influence.
part of the world.
You have a huge community of Parsis and Muslims and Hindus and Christians and Jainis. So talk about that a little bit. Growing up, you grew up with all these people around. Is that still you get the feel that do you still feel like God, we are still together like
Yes,
that?
I went to a Parsi school.
Yeah.
So I lived that life. I sang their prayers in the morning. When somebody passed away, I still know Parsi prayers.
Oh, okay.
Very much into the Parsi community. My school was in Dadar Parsi colony.
Uh-huh.
So, that's a part of me. I feel like I miss here. I don't see those
Yes.
that pocket of influence here. I meet very few, one or two people who may be Parsi,
Right, right.
but a lot of diversity for sure. And I would say that teaches you learning a different culture at a very young age, opens your mind to a lot of things. As a kid, we would sit on the same dining table, although I was raised vegetarian, but we would eat, somebody's eating fish, somebody's eating chicken. And I would not, although I could not sometimes,
Take
the
the
smell
smell,
was
yeah.
too much for me. I was able to be just calm, and I just grew up differently than a lot of my other supremely vegetarian friends who were like, हम एक टेबल पे बैठ के चिकन नहीं खाते, हम एक टेबल पे बैठ के फिश नहीं खा सकते. I would never be like, I would never do that.
Yes.
So yes, it teaches you a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for that.
Yes.
Indeed, indeed.
Your experience?
No, a similar experience
Yeah.
actually, because in schools, especially growing up, and I did my schooling in Marathi, so local schools. But even in the local schools, because you have everyone from different communities, right, coming together. So ऐसे कभी नहीं था कि we are only celebrating Padwa. Eid का भी होता था, Christmas होता था. So that actually introduced us growing up. There
All
are
the
different-
cultures.
all the cultures. Like the food.
Yes.
So dabba, right?
हाँ. Yes.
Mom will
Yes.
give us a dabba.
Dabba.
और स्कूल में कल्चर ऐसे होता था कि डब्बा लाना है. ऐसे नहीं होता कि कैंटीन है या अब nowadays the food is
Food is
available
served,
in
yeah,
school,
yeah.
you don't carry your dabbas and all. But this was a dabba culture, so स्कूल के बैग में डब्बा डाल के लेके जाओ. कभी से उसमें ऑयल निकलता था. So,
किताबों में चला गया.
So
That's a good memory, actually.
yeah, and
Steel का डब्बा.
स्टील का डब्बा
और वहाँ जाके
कभी कभी
दूसरे से
खुलता नहीं
share भी होता
था,
होगा, right?
as kids.
शेयर भी
Yeah.
होता
Share
होगा
भी
होता
कि अपना पसंद नहीं है उसका खाना है.
Exactly. और शेयर भी होता था. तो the food that maybe because even I grew up as a vegetarian, but जो फूड घर में नहीं बनता है, स्कूल में सब साथ में बैठ के खाओ, एक दूसरे के डब्बे से ही हम लोग खाते थे. So
Yes. Yes.
that was
Yeah.
Yeah. So in terms of the diversity and how all
Yeah.
are coming together, it's
So
amazing.
we digressed from food to
Ah,
we are
right.
continuing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
It's a city of migrants, right? Like
Right.
it's a city of opportunity. My parents, my father migrated from Karnataka, right? So there is a huge South India influence coming
Yeah.
for that. There's a
Yeah,
huge
yeah.
Gujarati influence coming.
Ah.
There's a huge Punjabi influence coming, right? And then you'll be surprised with some of like then later on. This was early on. This I'm talking 60s, 70s. 50s, 60s, 70s, a lot of South Indians and Gujaratis came to Bombay. And obviously Maharashtrians from the rural areas also came back to Bombay. Primarily opportunity, right?
Yes.
And then you already had the Catholic influence through the Portuguese colonization, which you talked about, and which was already there. And then there was a huge, from a religion perspective, there's a lot, while these statewide migration was happening, religions were coming in too. So there was a huge Muslim movement happening as well, right? So that brings Bombay at the heart of like, okay, it's the center of all these things that come in. And to Shruti's original point, the beauty of the whole food scene with Bombay was like, and through what I said about Jugaad, right? It's moving so fast. Street food evolved in a way where it was like, it has to be quick, but it has to be like, it has to serve the purpose and it has to be tasty.
Yes.
Right, so that's where pav bhaji came in, dabeli came in, vada pav came in. Right, it's
Yes.
about you can vada pav is right there. You go grab, you can stand, eat, go. And for a very long time, for many people, misal pav, usal pav, it's all about quick lunch, which is cheap.
Yes.
Right, but the beauty which not many people talk about, and that's what I love about Bombay is that it's democratized. It's not regional. It is not like vada pav is a Maharashtrian's food.
Right.
A
It's
Muslim
everybody's.
guy will be making vada pav and selling vada pav. Okay, a Catholic guy will be making pav bhaji and selling pav bhaji. A Gujarati guy will be. It's not saying, oh, this is pav bhaji. It is going to be a Gujarati food. It is. It's done to perfection. There is a art to it. So like not all vada pav is great, taste great, but the good ones are really really good. But it's industrialized, democratized, but it is so tasty.
Yeah.
And that amalgamation of from all the cities coming together and bringing it together. Now there are specialized, like so you go to Shetty's bought the whole Udupi restaurant thing in Bombay. So like Udupi, most of the Udupi restaurants are owned by Shetty's or people who've come, not just Shetty's, people who come from South Udupi and Mangalore area. So that has a own flavor. Like many people growing up. Like
Indeed.
Yeah.
So what I was thinking about as you're saying that is, that also created some pockets within
Correct.
the city, right?
Yeah.
So talking about South Indian food, which is my favorite, Matunga.
I know. I knew you were going to say Matunga.
Because that's like,
Yeah.
go to Mani's or
What is
whatever it is.
Matunga? We want to know.
Neighborhood.
It's a neighborhood. Okay.
It's a neighborhood.
It's and it's known for South Indian food. King
Okay.
Circle
Tamil.
actually.
Okay.
It's got like it's a roundabout.
Okay.
To be very simple, I don't know how to say it more simply than that. And then there are like maybe 10, 20 old time Indian like South Indian cafes.
Okay.
Which
Okay.
open at 5 in the morning. Ramashray hai, Cafe Madras hai.
Right.
So these are like you go there and it's a family favorite. You go there with either friends, family. It was also very reasonable, very cheaply priced.
Cheaply priced.
So when you
authentic.
go from here, also you always go there.
My
and
first stop.
first
I'm all about food.
Matunga is you watched the movie Dayavan, right? So it's a very
Yes.
Tamil influence. So
Yeah.
it's based on that gangster, and then because of him,
Filter
a lot
coffee.
of the Tamilians moved there. So that whole Matunga, Dharavi Sayan area, you'll see a strong Tamil influence.
But the sambar of Mumbai, what you get in these, is not anywhere close to the sambar that you get in any place.
Yeah, I'm
here.
sure that's
Absolutely.
like
You know?
modified.
So I
yeah.
go somewhere and then everybody's raving, "Ekdam acha," and I'm like,
बेकार है.
"इससे अच्छा मैं बनाती हूँ."
So talking about when you touched upon Dharavi, and so I had a very, I just want to know, like I talked about earlier in my introduction, that Bombay is also like a city of a lot of extremes, right? Wealth, and then there are slums. So how did you guys relate to all that? Like, was it part of your culture? You just didn't pay attention to it, or just like, just any thoughts on that?
It depends where you grow up. So like when I grew up in Ghatkopar, in Ghatkopar we had a building, and right behind our building was this slum area, right? but I grew up playing cricket with them.
I was about to say.
Oh, really?
These
Okay.
Exactly.
We
So you didn't
matter.
differentiate between people.
No, it's not about the differentiation. I just wanted to know like how it was. Was it like so ingrained in your whatever everyday life that you guys didn't feel anything?
We didn't. Yeah,
You
that's
didn't-
what. Like that's what I'm getting.
Yeah,
at.
you
So-
didn't look down
We
upon
did
them.
not
or-
look
yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
We did not look down upon.
Yeah.
Okay, we didn't live close to Dharavi, so I don't know. But to his point, same thing. Where we grew up, there are slums, and all the kids from those slums, they don't have a playground to play, so they
Right.
would come into the building and just play with us.
Acha.
And they were. I wouldn't say I could. One of them would be my best friend because there are things you cannot relate to with
Right,
people
right,
like that.
right.
But even then, we would. There was nobody taught us to be nice to them or to be.
Yeah,
You know,
different.
right?
Yeah.
Or
It
any
was there in the
different.
culture.
No, it was
No,
just stayed in the
like
Just-
nobody, like my mom didn't say, "Oh, he's from there. Be nice to
Be
him."
nice. हम
अच्छा।
हमें बोलना नहीं पड़ता था.
And
Acha,
there was
acha,
no-
acha,
it
acha.
was-
That's
Yeah,
what
that's
you
what I
meant.
wanted to
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the lady who used to come and work at my place, she had two daughters, same age as me and my sister. I remember my grandfather every evening would teach math and English,
Uh-huh.
and they would come too.
Ah.
रोज शाम को हम 4 लड़कियां पढ़ती थी because my grandparents were very big on women education, you know. So this is felt so natural to me that I don't see it differently, and then I come here and I'm like, oh, you have to tell. Okay, be nice, be nice. ये बोलना पड़ता है.
But that's how it is in other cities. So that's why I
Ah.
wanted to really touch upon this
Yes.
point,
Yeah.
and which is very like I think very
Yeah.
special to Bombay, that because other places like you are taught to be nice. You know, you're taught that they're different, and that's how you are taught to be like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
extra nice.
You
You're
won't-
a good person.
You won't
should
play
do
with
good.
your maid's daughters or sons,
No,
right?
we did, but we still knew
Acha.
somehow we
Yeah.
knew, you know, yeah.
There's
And
difference.
in Mumbai, you don't feel that. I mean, there is a Rolls Royce, right?
Hmm.
Which we can see on the street, and auto rickshaw is right next to it.
Right.
Ah.
So
yeah, yeah,
that's-
yeah.
And nobody feels that difference,
Any
right?
difference,
And
yeah.
it's
जैसे वो
okay,
अंबानी
you
का
know?
क्या वो जो घर है I mean look at
हाँ,
Antela
हाँ.
उसके नीचे स्लम्स में वो लोग
Yeah,
अपने
yeah,
झोपड़पट्टी
yeah,
में भी रह रहे हैं
yeah,
सब
yeah,
कर रहे
yeah.
हैं you don't
Yeah.
see
But
them
see, it's the
difference
same thing, and it's not just not going to slums, but it's the same thing for like actors too. Like people,
Yeah,
most of the
sure.
people from Bombay,
Yeah,
when they
there
see an
is-
actor,
yeah.
they're like, "Ah, ठीक
ठीक
है."
है,
हाँ, ठीक
they're
है.
not starstruck, you know?
Yeah, we're like, "नहीं,
So
हाँ,
when
बेटा."
you go back, you don't get a special treatment, right?
No.
You're a famous actor.
celebrity
आपकी रूह 20 सेकंड.
Oh my
No, but
god.
talking about celebrities, एक किस्सा याद आया मुझे. So, as I said, I'm born in Chembur, and Ganpati festival is a big thing in Mumbai, right? Ganesh festivals.
Yeah.
So, वहाँ पे there used to be a RK studio. Yeah,
Yep.
this is
Chembur was famous for that actually yeah,
RK
I
studio
mentioned
Chembur,
it.
yeah.
Kapoors, yeah. So, उनका गणपति रहता था. और जब गणपति विसर्जन का प्रोसेशन निकलता था, so I still remember as a kid, you know, standing there and seeing like Kapoors.
all the Kapoors
and
would
they
come
used to
out
walk, right, with the procession.
yes
So I've seen like you know Rishi Kapoor walking and उसमें कुछ नहीं था कि you know there is so much of hoo-ha about
Or
it
something,
कि
yeah.
security है
Yep.
तो
We didn't-
उतना
yeah.
हाँ जो अभी celebrities के साथ होता है कि you know they're like you cannot even get close
Close
to
to
like
them,
live with
yeah.
10
वो
bodyguards
वॉक
around
भी
them.
करते हैं तो वो वीडियो बन
तो
रहा
या
होता
फिर
तभी
crowd-
हमारे पास सेल्फी लेने के लिए कैमरा फोन भी नहीं
है।
था.
I know, I think that's
वो
what
सब यहाँ पे अभी
हाँ, memory में है
Yeah.
सब.
Yeah.
frame
Yeah,
हुआ
that's
है.
very true. Actually, the Kapoors were famous for this Ganesh Chaturthi पे सब
Yes.
procession वाला.
Exactly.
It's well known fact. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So talking about that Bollywood influence. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Mumbai is famous for people and all the culture, but Bollywood has become too big now. In last couple of decades, I would say 2-3 decades, it was always the biggest filmmaker town, but now it has become more marketing hype. जिसे कहते हैं ना वो ज़्यादा हो गया है.
Indeed.
But growing up, did you feel like, oh, I wanted to do something in films, and was there any association you
Yeah.
tried to make?
Not really.
Nothing. No
इसके
influence.
साथ क्या? Maybe she had a chance.
मतलब नेगेटिव रोल मिल जाता कुछ विलेन शिलेन का.
Yeah, negative villain.
I mean, some names I don't want to name. They are really should not
Please
be in
don't
films. Yes.
In fact, I don't know about y'all, but I was taught very like okay basic stuff. Ki तुम स्टेम में जाओ तो तुम्हारा तब स्टेम नहीं बोलते थे उसको साइंस
साइंस, हाँ,
लाइन
साइंस,
बोलते थे
साइंस,
हाँ।
मैथ.
हमको 11th 12th में पिक करना होता है
इंजीनियर बनो या डॉक्टर
हाँ
बनो.
सो यू डू दिस और तुम साइंस करो तो तुम्हारा फ्यूचर है सिक्योर है अगर तुम ये सब उटपटांग करोगी तो गॉड
फिल्मों में जाओगी.
एंड व्हाट विल यू डू तुम देख रहे हो सो मेनी पीपल आर लिविंग hungry they don't have a job what are you going to do so I was raised like that so I feel like I stuck with that
So Shruti, I have a question.
Yes.
You came in with that purse, and you had a story, I think, about it.
yes
Would you like to share it?
Of course, I would love to share it. So, just displaying the purse for everybody, Chitra, since you love it so
Very
much.
pretty.
It's very versatile. It goes on a lot of things, but it caught my eye when tying into Manoj's point about food. There is this Frankie that I love to eat. This Frankie. It's opposite National College in Bandra.
Yes.
I don't know the name of the stall because literally it's a thela.
Okay.
Okay.
It's called Frankie.
It's
What kind of food?
So it's what you call here a kathi roll, maybe.
अच्छा, अच्छा, अच्छा,
अच्छा,
काठी
Okay,
roll.
but it's called
अच्छा, अच्छा.
Frankie.
Ah.
Frankie mein there is vegetables, there's
अच्छा,
aloo.
अच्छा.
If you eat chicken, there's chicken. They roll it up. It has got a tangy taste. So it's kind of fusion between Indo-Chinese and kathi roll, kind
I
of.
see, okay.
And it's rolled up in a roti, packed together, and you eat it like to bringing into Girish's point where he said it has to be everybody's on the go,
Fast.
right?
Yes.
So you can eat it on
Running
the go.
around and you can
Yes,
eat it.
yes.
Yeah.
So I went there. It's again National College of Bandra ke samne hai. There's this thela and I was trying to get Frankie and my eyes were on this shop which had this on the window. I was like,
Beautiful.
I looked at that and I was like, I told my sister, we have to get that. It's speaking to me. It's calling me. And she's like,
Calling your
"Abhi,
name, Shruti.
my brother-in-law was parked. She's like, "Abhi, usko parking nahi mil raha hai. Chal jaldi kar." So I was like, I need 2 minutes. I have to get this. I have to get this. So I fought everybody. They were like honking. You know, there was no legit parking. And I was like, I don't care. I'm not going to come back here. So I went there and I picked up this purse because I was like, it's so unique. And it spoke to me. And tying in to the food part, I have a couple recommendations because you guys
Yes.
asked about
Yes, please.
some specific places, not of the yesteryears only, but which are good to go to now. I'm sure you find this on Reels. But there's Bastion. I haven't been to that. Shilpa Shetty ka restaurant hai.
अच्छा.
Okay.
It's supposed to be really good. I haven't been
वो
there.
आती है वहाँ पे बैठती है कि नहीं?
शेट्टी लास्ट नेम लगा तो 10% डिस्काउंट मिलता
There you go.
That's a good one. There is this place we went to. It's called Dome. It's near Marine Drive. We passed the famous Antilla building on the way
Okay.
there.
Okay.
So that's not to miss. It's open
Yeah.
rooftop. बिल्कुल सब white है, like you're in Greece. Like, you know, everything
Oh,
is
really?
white
Okay.
and the sun sets over there.
Okay.
It's got a beautiful view. Not to miss that place. There's a 10,000 rupees table minimum, I think.
Okay.
So
I'm
these are
out.
good.
I look for वो the 5 रुपए वाला
Bada pav is good for
बड़ा
me.
पाव.
Right? And then there is this place called Air. I think that faces the ceiling. Have you been there? Yeah. I couldn't get a reservation, so we didn't go, but that is also supposed to be really good. So it's these are, I think,
high-end.
yes, good places. I find new ones on the reel all the time, but I will be visiting them and I'll be putting those pictures up the next time I go.
Of
on
course,
Facebook.
I'm sure. I know that. Don't I know that? Okay. Yeah, talking
भाई
of
कोई
these high-end places like
हाँ,
you
कुछ cheap
guys
जगह
were-
बताओ
Let me
यार.
contrast that now.
Yeah, क्या हम जा सके?
So, Mumbai, I was just also thinking about it, right? Food की बात कर रहे हैं. So, Mumbai का, when we think about what's, हर जगह का एक ड्रिंक होता है.
हाँ.
हर जगह. तो मुंबई में हमेशा चाय की बात होती है कि
Yes.
मुंबई की चाय.
Cutting.
Cutting.
बट मुंबई का एक ड्रिंक है
हाँ.
जो बहुत यूनिक है और वो मुंबई के कल्चर से आता है.
अच्छा.
And I doubt how many of us or our viewers they
Would
know
know
about
about
it.
नाम बोलो.
It's called Piyush.
This is very traditional Maharashtrian.
Traditional
Yes.
Maharashtrian drink.
Piyush. Piyush. It's like a lassi.
Lassi.
It's sweet. right?
अच्छा.
और दादर में there is one restaurant.
Shivaji Park.
शिवाजी पार्क के बाजू में है आस्वाद, I think is the name.
Aswad. Okay.
So if you go there, you must have
Have
that
that.
piyush.
So
And
what is
that's a drink
made of yogurt?
it's
Dahi?
it's made of shrikhand,
Oh,
but it's mixed with buttermilk, so it's pretty unique in
That
terms
is
of
buttermilk
unique.
and Shrikand.
how
So it's
that drink is
sweet
made.
and sour sort
It's
of.
Never
it's
heard
a
of this.
very- yes,
Piyush
it's a
is very
very very unique taste.
No?
Really?
No, I've had it.
You've had it,
Yeah.
yeah, because that's something very
Sabudana vade
local.
and piyush.
Oh.
I love sabudana vada, by
That's
the way.
So, Aswad, you go there, वहाँ पे जाना है, for breakfast. You have something like misal, sabudana vada, and after that, a cold glass of piyush.
अब तो जाके ट्राई करूंगा.
Yes,
ये
definitely.
खाली दादर में
You
मिलता
have
है
to
और
try.
भी कहीं मिलता है.
नहीं, अभी क्या
This is traditionally Maharashtrian, so you'll find it in Mahim Shivaji Park area.
अच्छा 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 अच्छा.
लेकिन
Okay.
With the places which are taken over by Gujaratis, वहाँ नहीं मिलेगा.
वहाँ शायद नहीं मिलेगा, बट वो पता है मतलब जैसे वड़ा पाव को जो it got glorified, right? Vada pav.
Yes.
Somehow Piyush never got that, वो glorify नहीं हुआ. और मेरे ख्याल से उसका जो मेकिंग होता है वो भी इतना यूनिक है कि you cannot just commercialization
Commercialize
is difficult
नहीं
about.
हुआ. Maybe because it was developed by just one family, maybe they didn't commercialize
I
it.
don't know about
No,
that,
but
it's
Maharashtrians.
But do you
very
get it
unique.
like a lot of places or only like one place?
No, now the only place I know is
okay.
I think if
Aswad.
you like Irani cafes are traditional. Let's say if you go to a typical
Very
Marathi,
typical.
it has to be like not fancy.
Right.
It has to be very like
Correct.
Low end. हमारे टाइप की है.
Very
No, मतलब like जो literally family business की तरह चला उस तरह
चलाते
का
हैं.
छोटा-छोटा.
These are the places where you go और टेबल शेयर करना पड़ता है.
हाँ, right,
अच्छा,
right,
हाँ,
right,
yeah.
When talking about
Table share
10,000
करना. Yes.
rupees table versus here, आप share करते हो.
Yes,
So you're
yes.
sitting with strangers because और वो भी ना tables छोटे-छोटे होते हैं
छोटे-छोटे.
because दादर if you know ऐसी
Very
जगह है जहाँ पे
congested.
ये जो joints है वो भी बहुत छोटे हैं. तो they are cramping all the tables in there.
Yes.
तो आपको टेबल भी शेयर करना पड़ता है, किसी के साथ
Yeah.
बैठना पड़ता है, and then you have that. But that just reminded me of that one unique
Wow.
drink.
That's
Yeah,
very
so
from Mumbai.
talking about table share, जब आप table share करते हो like as outsiders,
Yeah.
बात कैसे करते हैं मुंबई में?
You don't have
मतलब
to
how
talk.
would you
You
know?
No,
You
you
don't have
don't
to
talk though. You just
You don't have to
eat
talk.
your
You
food
just
and
go
go.
What is the language? Like what do you usually use?
Oh, अच्छा, from that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, I
Oh.
mean किस तरह से बात करते हैं like
the,
जहाँ तक मैंने बॉम्बे फिल्म में सुना है it's like
It's always तेरे को मेरे को.
it's very Tapori language.
Tapori
Yeah,
language.
okay,
That's
yeah.
the
It is
word.
very
That's
Tapori
how it is,
language.
yes.
Also, when we came here and I tried to refine my Hindi because I was trying my best to speak with my North Indian friends here. And I was like, "हाँ, मुझे हिंदी आती है." And I heard the Hindi. I was like, "Oh no, I don't know." I was like, "मैं नहीं बोलती हूँ, छोड़ दे." And I used to address everybody by tu. Now I've become little bit better कि मैं तुम बोलती हूँ.
अच्छा.
I had a friend who I remember when I called her husband, तू भी खा ले. She's like, दुनिया में ना सिर्फ दो लोग उसको तू बुलाते हैं, एक उसकी माँ है और एक तू है. So I figured out I'm doing this all wrong, but that is Mumbai for you. We are
That's
not just
Mumbai.
very
Yeah.
casual in the way we speak.
So what is Tapori language?
Tapuri, it's like Bombay is going back to it's amalgamation of all these different states
Cultures.
coming in, cultures coming in, and so we've butchered every language that has come in. It's a combination of Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati, Punjabi, everything, Parsi, whatever you want. And then every area is unique, right? And so where you grow up, so I grew up my entire life thinking that kanda is a Hindi word, batata is a Hindi word.
It's not.
It's
Yeah.
not.
It's not.
Like it
It's a
was
Maharashtrian.
when I.
It's Gujarati too.
Gujarati.
Kanda and batata
Yeah.
both is
Yeah,
Gujarati
yeah,
and
yeah.
So
Maharashtra.
there's a lot of it is just the language we do butcher the language and we mix it up, and we don't just do that. I think this is the interesting part. We don't just do that with Bombay. Does not just do that with like Hindi. It does it with your home mother tongue, whatever you talk. So like when we go back like to Udupi, right? We speak Tulu at home. So as Shettis, we
Yeah.
speak Tulu at home. So everyone makes fun of the Bombay Tulu. Because even if you do that with Tulu
because
too.
even Tulu also you
So
have butchered.
you have butchered it. You
Okay.
mix, you put Hindi words,
Yeah.
you mix Hindi words, you mix Marathi words, and now it's become like an Instagram meme where people make
Yes.
fun of it, like how Mumbaikars speak Tulu, so that how
Yeah.
Bombay kids speak Tulu. So
Yeah.
And then saying, "Abhi
But
pakka
can
mat
you-
yaar,
paka mat.
pakka
But
mat."
can
Pakka
you
mat, na.
can you actually speak the correct Tulu or no? You cannot.
I mean, my wife will make fun of me. I can speak decent Tulu, but the real good Tulu
Is from
Ah,
people
okay.
who grew up there.
All
but
right.
So-
there are many people who grew up in Bombay who speak good Tulu. It's not. It's just my own limitation. I'm not
So when
somebody
you
who's in
speak
Bombay.
like अपने बॉम्बे वाले दोस्तों के साथ, you still do tapori or you?
Yeah, it's
It's a mix,
very
yeah.
casual.
Mixed,
It's
casual,
very
हाँ.
casual.
दिमाग का दही हो
That
गया
explains a lot.
I don't
फ्लाइट
think
पे
it's not.
बहुत डिले हो गया फ्लाइट क्या होगा अरे यार दिमाग का दही हो गया एंड देन आई बी लाइक क्या पका रहा है यार ये क्या पका रहा है इट्स वेरी लाइक
Yeah.
very casual
Very quick, हाँ.
don't it's not disrespectful
Yeah, and it also depends where you grew up. So like, it's not as intense. Also like RLA, JRLA. I mean,
It's not like
it's
that.
not that.
And it
Right.
also comes to your initial point, you three were talking about like how the whole culture is very casual.
It's very
It's
casual,
not
yes.
like forced in any way in terms of how you behave with people or in terms of how you move around in the like even a millionaire would be moving around the same
Yeah.
way in the
Yeah,
local
indeed, yeah.
as a slum person would
Yeah.
be
That's
moving. So you know, so it's all like that
I was
mixture.
just reading it कि वो एक ज़माने में Ambanis and some Shetties and all these people used to go to this ढाबा type. वो रास्ते वाले
Yeah,
के
yeah, they
छोटे
still
छोटे
do,
ढाबे
I
में ना
think,
वो
right? Big
बड़ी
actors
फेमस
go to
जगह
like
है.
that.
That's very famous जहाँ अपने वो खाते थे बड़ा पाव ऑफिस जाने के पहले. They were all regulars there.
Yeah.
तो मैंने कहा यार that's amazing कि how Bombay का culture does not differentiate between lower class and upper class at all.
So I want to know Bollywood now. Talk about Bollywood.
So I'll touch on what you said. What was the impact of Bollywood, right?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
So obviously, every person, and you've seen it in so many movies. Every person who wants to be in films moves to Bombay. But what's the take with people growing up in Bombay? Right? So at least I'll tell you my story. I always loved theater. I did theater in school. Did a little bit didn't do much in college. But then I always had that kid in me, right? So after I finished my engineering, I took a break and I said 1 year I'm going to do theater, and I joined a fabulous theater group called Avikal, and they were doing amazing stuff. We even performed in Prithvi, right? But so तभी मेरे में ऐसा एक कीड़ा था. Even though मेरे को मालूम था कि भाई मेरे पापा का कोई $1 million ये नहीं है कि तो there's no nepotism. I have to figure out a way to grow my career. क्योंकि money यार पैसे बनाना है, right?
Right.
तो but there was a कीड़ा in me कि चल यार देखते हैं कुछ हो सकता है तो try मारते हैं. So I joined the theater group, and in that theater group I saw the talent, and I was like, I'm better off going back to my engineering and doing IT, because there is no way, because it has to come, like these guys have moved from UP, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Punjab, and they don't have food to it, but their passion for the art is so much.
Yeah.
Yes.
There were people from our
And the talent. And,
And
the
the
talent
talent.
itself. Yeah.
they were like
That's a lot.
Sumerian states. You know, they were like so good. So I'm like, I love theater, but मेरे में इतना passion नहीं है. So it grounded you. For me at least, it grounded me कि भाई side में तक ठीक है, जाओ coding करो, IT में जाओ, ऐसे बनाओ, वही है हमारा. So
But
that's
do you
what
think
I
like a
took.
lot of people in Mumbai like think like that, right?
Yeah.
That they
मतलब-
get influenced.
Yes.
Yeah.
और जो तूने कीड़े के बात किया ना वो मेरे में भी था क्योंकि I think talking about theater, right? So culturally also that
Theatre
is engraved in
Yes.
Mumbai.
Yeah.
Marathi theatre.
Marathi theater,
Gujarati theatre.
Gujarati theater.
Amazing.
We call it natak,
Yep.
and that is being, it's still there.
Yes.
और जो कीड़े का बात तूने कह रहा वही मेरे बारे में भी हुआ था कि that is maybe how you want to try it out, right? You want to do
Yeah.
it, but again the amount of talent that is coming in, especially from Bollywood perspective.
Yeah.
शायद अमिताभ बच्चन जैसा कोई एक ही होगा जो आके then is like
Made
the
it
god
that
of
big, yeah.
Bollywood now.
Not
Shah
even
Rukh
that,
Khan.
what I've heard
But
is like even at theater level, the
Yes.
dedication is like beyond.
Amazing.
But now the
Amazing.
opportunities are a lot with TV.
Right, I'm
Yes.
sure. With all the
OTT,
web
there's
series and
opportunities
all
there,
those
so
kind of things,
there's
yeah.
Exactly.
more,
Yeah.
but it's still very, very hard.
Did
Very
you
difficult
ever
to
get to show up in any of the film like extras? नहीं ऐसा
I have a very good story. Sorry, I have to say this. So जब हम इंजीनियरिंग में तो obviously पैसे हमेशा कम रहते थे, तो we used to always find कि ways कि हम पैसे कैसे बना सकते हैं. तो उस टाइम पे, अब वो ऐसा नहीं है, उस टाइम पे ऐसा था कि अगर आपको वो पीछे खड़े रहना है पार्टी में, तो आपको पैसे मिलेंगे. तो
extras.
बट उनका कंडीशन क्या था पता है? तुम्हें गोरा होना चाहिए.
Oh.
I am not kidding. I am not
Wow.
kidding. तो तो हमें बहुत बड़ा गुस्सा आता था कि मेरा दोस्त बड़ा गोरा था इसको अच्छा
I knew this was coming on to me.
वो यार उसका भाई जाना था एंड उनको मिलते थे पैसे वो टाइम पे
तो
1,500
कुछ वो नहीं
रुपए
लगा के जा सकता था क्रीम
नहीं,
500
यार,
रुपए,
अभी
500
पैसे-
रुपए।
मैंने फेयर एंड लवली ट्राई किया कुछ हुआ नहीं you know so I'm telling you so that was
हाँ.
but now it's very good like now they like you see the people standing there
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
have but
yeah.
पहले वो था कि जो आप पीछे क्राउड में खड़े रहना है सूट पहन के जाके खड़े रहना है पार्टी में टू मेक दैट क्राउड तो आपको पैसे मिलते थे बट उसके लिए आपको
But
गोरा
आजकल
होना
vision of beauty has changed as
So
well.
let's
That's a whole another
हाँ,
topic.
go ahead.
One more
sure.
thing that probably just came to my mind as we're
Huh.
talking about Bollywood. The other side of it is also about music.
Hmm.
And one of my childhood friend, who is Shagird of Allar Khan.
अच्छा
So there is a place called Mahatma Gandhi Pool. You probably may know Shruti. It's right there in Shivaji Park,
अच्छा
next to Vanita Samaj.
Okay, I know where Vanita Samaj is.
Right.
Mhm.
So Allar Khan used to conduct his classes inside that Mahatma Gandhi Pool. वहाँ पे अंदर एक छोटा सा रूम है वहाँ पे वो उनके क्लासेस कंडक्ट करते थे एंड देन because of my friend I had an opportunity to go to the Guru Purnima program because that's also culturally really you know it's big
yeah
and it's a small room and in that about 20 people can sit और वहाँ पे अल्लाह खां जाकिर हुसैन
Oh wow.
Wow.
एंड फैजल खान
No.
तीनों
Wow.
साथ में गुरु पूर्णिमा के दिन
They were doing
very
it.
you know and I had a
Yeah.
chance to be part of that sit
Yep.
there
Yeah.
and that gives you a completely different vibe
Yeah.
क्योंकि उनको सुनना sitting in such a
In an intimate
you know,
setting.
intimate
Yeah.
setting
It's totally.
it's totally
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
जब bass hit होता है and then you feel it in your chest
Yeah.
Yep.
so this city you know in terms of Bollywood in terms of films but also in terms of
music
how
Yeah.
it's you know how rich it is and it is happening in different pockets of the city
Yep.
so just वो किस्सा मुझे याद है
So, tying into your point, being in Bombay gives you an opportunity to be there. I did not have the kida like these students. My parents fixed it when I was young. कि तेरा कुछ नहीं होगा.
पढ़ाई कर।
Better हाँ पढ़ाई कर. Pharmacy किया. MBA किया. Job कर. That's all you need to do. You don't need to do
Yeah.
anything. So वो fix हो गया. I never really went there. But I was in the SNDT college in Juhu. They had a beautiful campus. They still do.
yeah
So the Filmfare Awards. Yes, correct. So we witnessed firsthand that they are practicing for the main day. There is Akshay Kumar and he did that. I still remember, it's still fresh in my mind. Are you ready for the magic? वो जो था Pepsi का एक Are you ready for the magic? वो वाला. He had to stand, twirl and with his leg kick the little Coke can,
Oh,
Pepsi
Pepsi
can or whatever
bottle,
from
yeah.
somewhere
Yeah.
and taste whatever it was. So I
Nice
saw him do
memory.
that in one take, and around him, obviously, he was a main star. There were so many people, but he was actually. They were not staging it. He
yeah
did
yeah
it.
yeah
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
a judo karate
Yeah.
He was a beautiful
trained
dancer,
person.
and I was like, लोग बोलते हैं ना कि ओ क्या है वो डांस तो ना 10 टेक में होता है कोई भी कर नो दैट्स नॉट ट्रू
That's not
because
true.
when I saw that I was like respect for the guy
Yeah.
he was doing it so you have these opportunities where you see all these people you know walking past and you have to be normal because you know they are doing their
Ah.
thing you cannot rush and say autograph de do ye de do but it was good to see somebody up close and personal who's
Right.
that famous and say oh okay this is like
This
really
is-
cool yeah.
So all this, you know, like what I hear is like the music, the theater, all these cultural things or creative performing arts were surrounding you all while you were growing up. So kida or no kida, but still, you know, I think it gives you an appreciation for all these arts, right?
Absolutely.
They kind of you know they get
Yeah.
ingrained in your whole character as you grow up, right?
yeah
So let's change gears here now.
sure
I as a tourist always love to go and explore city wherever I go, right? I find things like historical places, cultural shrines, some
Hidden-
unique
hidden
places,
gems.
hidden gems. So if I'm going to Mumbai first time, what one thing you will say, 1-2 things you'll say, यार वहाँ जरूर जाना. जैसे famous singers चौपाटी जरूर जाना, मरीन ड्राइव, राइट? यू हैव टू गो टू मरीन ड्राइव व्हेनेवर यू गो टू मुंबई.
Yes.
ऐसी हिडन जगह
Gateway
बताओ.
of India.
मरीन ड्राइव तो हम ऐसे ही पहुंच जाएंगे. बहुत सारी जगह हैं
एक
यार.
जगह that comes to my mind, जैसे हम लोग because Mumbai is blessed with a coast,
हाँ.
Yeah.
beach.
Yes.
तो everybody knows Juhu Beach.
Mm-hmm.
हम लोग सबको पता है Juhu Beach, and everybody kind of that's one of the things which easily you can find.
Right.
Or but one place where I think it's probably not that known, abhi pata nahi, but at least a few years back, if you go to Seven Bungalows in Andheri, right? Seven Bungalows mein there is one lane which goes and connects to the seafront, the beach.
Yes.
That one place where you can actually go and find peace on the beach.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I've never been.
It's not crowded, yeah.
It's
Oh,
not
yeah. What
crowded.
street is
you know
that?
that? Yeah, it's not crowded.
What street is that?
Uh,
He's not telling us.
but जैसे जुहू में commercialization है,
right, of course.
there's a lot of thelas and there's a lot
Same
of
thing with Chopper.
Yeah.
They've cleaned it up a
same thing
lot,
with
but
Chopper,
even then.
Yeah, but still,
Even
it's
then,
like,
even then.
everybody goes there.
But that place, you
You
should-
must go.
you
So
must go
I don't know
once.
about. I was going to talk about exactly the same place around that area, Warsaw beach. जो not Warsaw beach, Warsaw का area जो fish जहाँ पे वो fish
Fish market.
सुखाते हैं.
Yeah.
It's not even market. They dry the fish
they hang.
अचार बनाने के लिए
Yeah,
जो fish.
yeah.
और वहाँ से you catch a ferry to Mud Island.
Mud Island, yes.
You know that place?
Yeah.
तो वहाँ की
That is
छोटी
very
छोटी
interesting.
गलियों के अंदर से वो बड़ी बड़ी गाड़ियाँ जाती हैं और छोटे छोटे घर बने हुए हैं.
Yes.
उस that place you must visit.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, it was such an experience to go through,
I've
and
been
you can
there,
see
but I had to
the
put-
houses inside. आप सड़क के कार से जा रहे हो, you can see deep inside their houses. खुले रहते हैं,
Yeah.
but people live there, and वो जो बदबू है, you have to experience
My
it.
kids were throwing up when we took them last time to that street. They were both throwing up.
You have to
They were
experience
like-
it though.
Yeah, we experienced it in a bad way.
I did my schooling in Warsaw.
हाँ.
तो मेरा एक friend was living in that Koli area. of
Oh
Warsaw.
yeah, Koli. That's what it's called.
Koli.
Koli,
Yes.
Koli.
Koli.
So
Okay.
I remember उसके घर पे मैं गया था और बाहर से जो दिखता है ना
हाँ.
अंदर से पूरा डिफरेंट है.
अच्छा.
I mean that was the first time when I saw a washing machine
हाँ.
जो हमारे घर पे शायद उसके बाद 10 साल बाद आया होगा.
And you're right. Like the houses are very deceptive from the
Deceptive
outside.
from
Very
outside.
deceptive.
और,
Yeah.
But they have appliances like
Oh,
high
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
They
yeah.
do. They do.
Yes.
छोटे-छोटे
And they are very rich actually.
But
Very
Koli
rich people
community
live
is
there.
very rich.
Very
वो
rich.
गाना ना गळ्यात साखळी कोणाची
कोणाची.
सोन्याची
So
ही
very
that is
rich.
Koli song.
Right, exactly.
So they wear gold.
हाँ.
They
There's
wear
a lot of
gold.
gold.
What was the thing you said just now?
गोलियाची.
गळ्यात साखळी सोन्याची
Hippolyte.
ही पोरी कोणाची.
Okay.
That's a Hindi song also. no?
Yeah.
But also, I had an opportunity to attend a wedding there.
Ah.
I had a friend,
Oh,
his
wow,
sister's
that would have
शादी
been-
था. It's totally different.
Totally different.
How they celebrated. That was
Yes.
again a unique
Yes.
experience in terms of being there in that. And those are also, I think, Mumbai ka Koli is like, they are the original people from
Okay.
Mumbai. So,
Okay.
वहाँ पे उनका कल्चर उनका
Yeah.
जो
Way
जिस
of
तरह से वो रहते
celebration, yeah.
there's still there's a Nawari sari if you remember
Nawari
Oh, so it
sari.
came
that's-
from.
it's you can still see these Koli women they
They
wear those
still
kind of
wear
sarees.
something
Yeah,
similar to
yeah,
That
that.
nut, everything is.
हाँ,
nut.
nut,
That's-
yeah.
So what people wear these days, fashion
Yeah.
के लिए
Fashion
मना
के लिए।
हाँ, that is from originally from the
Originally,
Koli
हाँ,
culture.
तो वो सब but I'm also surprised that you make a mention of Warsaw
Oh, yeah.
and that specific culture.
Because I used to go there every day. I stayed there for a whole month, and every day I would go through those roads.
But the name Mumbai comes from Mumba Devi.
Huh.
Mumba Devi.
Mumba Devi
Mumba
is
Devi,
the
yes.
goddess
Yes.
Kolis.
I've
So
read
that
about
is
that.
the original
Yes,
people.
that's the original.
So there's a
yeah.
Mumba Devi temple too. That,
Yes.
Okay.
That
yes,
is.
So that's the place for you. You would
Mumba
go.
Devi temple, I have not been. My place is Siddhivinayak temple.
Okay.
Every time I go,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
go
yeah.
walking from Vadala to Siddhivinayak.
Yeah.
It's very intense.
What is your place?
So, I mean, I don't have one specific place, but I would say if you're planning, I would tie it to go when, like, going back to like go when some festival is going on. Like, I would say
Ganpati?
Ganesh.
go experience Ganesh Chaturthi in
Yeah.
Bombay, go experience Navratri in Bombay, go experience like when there is a thing that happens called Bandra Fair. It's during, I don't know when it's done. It's like a week-long affair. You will have so much fun, and you will get to see the culture of, like, the whole thing about the Catholic culture. Go during Ramadan to Muhammad Ali Road. Go watch an IPL game in Wankhede Stadium.
Wow.
Oh
It
yeah.
is a different experience. So that I feel is true. Like, you'll get, the streets are there. Yes, there are many things. There is historic stuff which you can do. But I feel if you really want to experience, go where something is happening with the crowd.
Yeah.
Even the Kala Ghoda festival.
Right. So
Kala
anything-
Ghoda place I was
Yeah,
talking
there's
about.
Kala Ghoda. So
Kala
where-
Ghoda place.
I would say just go where it's too crowded.
Yeah.
It's a very, like, go experience Mumbai local
crowd.
train.
That
Right.
reminds me.
I have friends who are mainstream into cricketing, their coaching. So I have other friends who bought membership. Every time I go back, I love to go to MCA because you will see cricketers there. It's very quiet. It is my peaceful place, like you mentioned, because they made it like you are here. Greenery, kuch nahi dikhta hai, koi nahi hai. And they have so many good, all these cricketers are all signed into it. So it's not odd to pass by. I have a picture of my little one, my older one, who is now 21, with Rohit Sharma back in the day. So it's like, they
तो
just
सचिन
go
और गवास्कर तो घूमते ही रहते हैं वहाँ पे.
But those are like, cricket is very big. It's another religion, right?
Another
So
religion, yeah.
in India,
exactly.
it's a religion.
Yes.
In Bombay, it's
Bombay
they
in
hold
itself,
a-
it's a religion.
Absolutely.
So I think we can continue talking about Mumbai forever, and any city that we have had panelists from other cities. I mean, they just get so passionate about talking about their experiences. But
So let's talk about one thing that still is in your memory that you have not talked about yet, that comes to your mind, that makes it very unique for you and for our viewers also, something that is memorable. It can be personal memory, it can be place, it can be culture, it can be
be a
cricket, it can be anything. Can you think of it quickly?
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
okay.
When Chetna reached out for this, when you guys reached out for this, I was thinking about how would I describe Mumbai, right? So I tried to personify. If Mumbai was a person, what would I say? The qualities, right? And the first thing that came to my mind was grit. Haar nahi mangte,
Hard
right?
Mante.
We had the bomb blast. Any natural disaster that happens, flooding, we don't stop. We keep doing what we are doing. For that moment, we may hold back and say, okay, this is too dangerous. But dangerous is nothing as compared to what we find dangerous here. I've walked in water which was still here, and I was like, I didn't think about sinkholes. I didn't think about anything. I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
The other thing is resilience. So flexibility in being able to come back very quickly without holding on to any negativity as much as people can. It's not one person, right? It's the whole city that makes you like that. And if you see people whom I would call Bombayites or Mumbaikars,
Right.
they would mostly have these qualities and open-mindedness
Yes.
to be able to accept, to his point and his point of different cultures, being in Koli weddings, all that makes you live around. Your next door neighbors never speak the same language you do. So you are always forced to speak a common language and appreciate every common culture.
Yeah.
So those three things, if Mumbai were a person, I would say they would have those three things.
Wow.
Beautifully
So
said.
well said. So well
Beautifully
said.
said.
Loved
Yeah.
it. Who wants to go next?
For me, like, just you said more also a memory, right? So I'll touch on the memory piece of it, like, and tie everything together, especially with the food aspect of it, right? The one thing about, like, yes, there are 5 famous places for vada pav, right? Oh, Miti Bhai ke bahar ka vada pav, Dadar station ke bahar ka vada pav. But you as a kid, every Mumbaikar or Bombayite, when they grow up, right? They grow, there is a taste nostalgia tied to what they've been eating. So
Right.
for me, it's the vada pav that I ate in my school.
Right.
Oh, indeed.
It's the best vada pav till date that I
Absolutely.
ate in my school,
Yes.
right? That is my, so there is, and for all you know, it's my brain lying to me saying that it was the best, but there is an emotion and a taste tied to that, right? So that, for example, I grew up, this is a memory of Bombay, which is one of the best memories I have. Every year, school जब खत्म होता था, term exam और final exam, उसके exam के last day पे there was a tradition in my house where we could go eat out with your friends, and I would go ask my dad, and my dad would never question, and he would give me money to go eat out, and we would go eat out in this restaurant called Nas. It was fully like a Muslim owned and full Muslim food. The chicken Mughlai that I have eaten there, I still try to get it. I cannot find it anywhere.
You don't find that
I don't-
flavor, that
it is
memory.
the best
It's
chicken
etched in
Mughlai.
your
It
mind.
had
Yeah,
grated
yeah.
it was a gravy chicken Mughlai, and they used to put grated egg in
Oh,
it.
wow.
Its egg is great. I even tried to cook it myself. It was disaster. But so there is a memory, there is an emotion, and then there is the food, that mixture
It's
of
all
all
connected.
three coming together. So for me, the most beautiful moments and memories are tied to those.
That's
Right,
what's
right.
called nostalgia.
Nostalgia.
Yeah. So and Nas as a hotel is still there. I've not tried it recently. I've not been there. I've never get that opportunity. It's still there in Kurla, and from my school it was walking distance, and we used to go there. Bharat Cafe in Ghatkopar. The vada sambar is like till date. Like I remember, like if there's one food I want to eat before I'm dying, I'd probably be Bharat Cafe's vada sambar.
Wow.
So those food you don't get it here.
Oh my God, I can almost like taste the.
I can taste it.
I can just taste it the way he explained.
Yeah.
And I think
So-
I fell in love with Mumbai again. The first time
Yes.
I went, it was not an experience close to what you guys described today, but I would like to visit it again and maybe
Definitely,
take
yeah.
all these pointers, and I'll reach out to all of you to make an itinerary for me.
Exactly, and especially talking about right now, and we're in the DC DMV area,
Uh-huh.
cherry blossom.
Right.
That's something because it's happening now, and I
Oh,
think
it's
gonna
good
be,
in.
yeah.
Mumbai
No,
or here in DC.
Here
Yeah.
in DC, but
Uh-huh.
you're gonna experience cherry blossom in Mumbai.
Nikroli.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Oh,
I
I
mean,
didn't
and
know
it's
that.
happening probably now.
Now.
I don't know, but there is a
Oh.
stretch.
That's a very good point to bring
Isn't
up.
it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I
it's-
got, I
It
saw
is
these.
actually
I don't
cherry
know where it
blossoms
was.
it is
there?
actually
Cherry blossom.
That's so
Acha.
they must have planted trees.
It's been there
I don't know.
forever. It's been there forever.
Ah.
And it's so
I don't
funny
know about
because
this.
here it's a festival.
Right.
And if you look at, there is a stretch about, let's say, a kilometer and a half or so.
On the Eastern
between
Express,
Ghatkopar-
Eastern
Eastern
Express.
Express.
wow.
Eastern Express
Ghatkopar and
Highway.
Vikhroli.
Between
That's a
Ghatkopar and
stretch.
Vikhroli, Eastern Express
And
Highway.
it comes into full bloom.
Wow.
Oh, beautiful.
pink.
Wow.
And the contrast to it is the whole traffic is going without even
Without
noticing.
noticing.
it.
Yeah.
And the other interesting part to it is like the cherry blossom trees here, if you all know, is like they're taken care of. Like they
Right.
spend millions of dollars.
Yes.
Right, right, right.
The maintenance,
Right.
yeah.
Nobody does nothing.
Nothing,
to
and they
it.
just-
Those poor
And it just
trees are
grows
standing
by
there.
itself.
And they just
It is,
grow.
and
Yeah.
it is beautiful. Just
is beautiful.
a couple of days back, my cousin sent a video while he was driving of those cherry blossom trees. So yes, great
Exactly.
point.
Yeah.
So
that's-
thank you guys. I mean, I think this talk was just beautiful as the cherry blossoms.
And as beautiful as you all are.
Yeah, yeah. So thank you very much, and
you.
thank you also to
Yes. Thank you,
cameraman.
audience. Oh, yeah. Dinesh and Rajan, thank you for
Thank you so much.
making us look good. I hope you do.
and recording this for our audiences.
Yes.
And thank you, panel.
Thank you.
And
you.
we
Thank you for the
will be
opportunity.
doing another show very soon. Look forward to bringing up another really good episode next week.
Yes. And if any of you have a city that you want to talk about, please reach out to us, and
Yes.
we can make that happen.
Yes.
We'll have a chit chat.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Take Two Creations, on YouTube, Facebook, Insta,
Wherever.
anywhere. So look forward to talking to you again sometime soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
And friends, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Take Two Creations. Thank you.